Martine, and welcome to the start of the Heartstopper Readathon. Today is August 1st, so it's the beginning of the Heartstopper Readathon Round 2 Sports Day edition. In this version, we have two teams, red team and blue team, and we're competing in a series of Sports Day events. Today starts the 200-meter race, and the clue that we've given our competitors for this is fastest. So they've taken all their guesses about what that means, but now I'm going to tell you what that actually means. That actually means that after the first day of reading, we're going to look at the number of pages that the highest team has set. We're going to multiply that by a couple of times, and we're going to set that as the number of pages that they're aiming for. Whichever team gets there fastest, or if no one gets there, whoever gets closest to it wins the 200-meter race. It sounds chaotic. That's because it is, because we didn't want to set a number out the gate. We had no idea how much people would actually be reading. So far, we have a couple of submissions. Blue team is smashing into the lead. I'm a bit concerned about it because if you couldn't tell by my whole outfit, I'm the captain of Team Red. And also for me, my points only count as half since I'm a team captain and know what we're aiming for. So, you know, there's a little stress there, but it's fine. It's also the start of the 75 hard reading challenge that I'm doing with some of my friends. So since I'll be on reading sprints for the Heartstopper Readathon later today, I have to get my exercise in this morning. Let's see what we can do. Hello, I just finished reading The Way Life Should Be by William Dameron, which actually was supposed to come out today. It was my Amazon first reads pick for last month, and those always give you like a book a month in advance. So I finished it today, but it came out today, which is a fun feeling. In this one, we're following this blended family. The two dads in the family are gay, and they finally found each other and fallen in love and married, and kind of all their kids end up at their house in Maine for the summer. Madness ensues from there. It was quirky and fun and heartwarming and sad at moments, and just like a good look at how complicated being family truly is sometimes. I'm giving it a 3.5 because it was very confusing at times. Like, I couldn't always figure out what was happening, which was not helped by the fact that there were two characters in this whose names were extremely similar, and they served very different functions in the story, and I kept confusing them. So it'd be like, it makes no sense for that character to do this, and then I'd be like, well, it's not that character. And that's because one was named Abby, spelled A-B-B-I-E, and one was spelled Annie, spelled A-N-N-I-E. They look very similar, and my brain was just going like, boop. So that was weird. So I entered the pages that I had read today for that. I read a little less than half of it today, and so I think that was like 151 pages, and because I'm a team captain, my pages count for half. So I've submitted like 75 pages for my team, which is fine, and knock on wood, but earlier today blue team was crushing it, and now my team is crushing it. So go red team. We're gonna do reading sprints in a little while, and we'll see if I can get some more reading out of the way, but I'm going to take a break for right now. Yeah, here's the reading sprint setup. We've got some sprinters with us, got some beverages, my reading glasses, books, blankets, cardigan. We're ready to get after it.
Found myself smiling more.
Hello, I'm still on reading sprints, but I just finished reading Ancillary Sword by Anne Leckie, and I'm giving this 3 stars, which is less than I gave the first one. This one was confusing in a way I couldn't keep up with at times, and I still don't understand the politics of exactly what happened at the end. But in general, I still find the characters and like world building interesting, and there was at least one chapter, maybe 2, that was like 5-star worthy to me, with conversations about like class and therefore race and the way that like authority interacts with that, which was so interesting and so well put and just so good. But yeah, overall it was just like meh. That chapter, oh, but the rest just meh. This sprint is about to end, so I'm gonna go input it into the spreadsheet and then end off sprints. But hooray, I read like half of this book on sprints, which is incredible.
The moment you leave, I feel down again. I talk to myself on the floor just to feel less alone. I swear that I'm trying my best. You tell me the stress shouldn't be a friend. I wonder where I'll end up next on the corner of hope.
Good morning. It's actually Heartstopper season 2 release date. It doesn't feel real, and yet it also just hit me all at the same time. It's before 6 a.m. and I just couldn't sleep anymore. I don't get to watch it yet because I want to watch it all in one go, and I have things to do this morning. So after my last meeting, that's like from 11 to 12, then I'll be free to sit on the couch and watch all of season 2, and I'm literally so excited about it. But first, we've got to speedrun my 75 hard reading challenge things so that I can at least have those out of the way. And then I've got to do 2 meetings. We can do this. We can do this. Also forgot to tell you that yesterday we set the number for fastest to. It's 15,550 pages for the team. So on that note, why don't we look at the scores this morning? Because I know some of my teammates submitted books last night. Oh my gosh. My team went crazy last night when I was not awake. So many of them are submitting the whole heckin' book. Okay, my team's at 8,610 pages and blue team is at 5,033 and a half pages. Wow. Go red team. Let's keep this up. Blue team's also smashing it, but red team is just brutal out here. I will not be contributing a book today. Like us.
So hold my hand tight for a minute.
Hello, happy Friday. We're officially halfway through the 200-meter race and currently red team is smashing it, although I haven't checked in a couple of hours, so maybe I should check that again. I've been reading some, but because of Heartstopper season 2 yesterday, I did not read as much as maybe I would have liked. And furthermore, I have not finished anything in a while. So I'm kind of hoping that I'll finish something today, but I also have plans with some of my friends this afternoon, so I'll be away and not reading for a while, but it'll be fun and worth it, so there's that. Okay, 200-meter race. Yeah, they're still smashing it. They're at like 12,000 pages, and blue team is approaching 8,000 pages, so. Also, I resent very deeply that it's deciding to rain right now when I actually have plans to go outside. I switched Hawaiian shirts. I think this one fits my vibe better today. Haha. Got my Nick Nelson shoes on. Ready to go. It actively broke my umbrella. I'm soaked. This is not a good start.
I let you know when to let go. You give a little love with a little sun. Everywhere you go, everywhere you're running. You never say a word, even when it hurts. Everywhere you go, everywhere you're smiling. You make it look easy. I don't understand how you can love me the way that I am. You give a little love with a little sun. Everywhere you go, everywhere you're running. I found myself dreaming again. The moment you leave, it goes blank in my head. It feels like my bed is on fire when I'm sleeping alone.
Howdy, I have just finished Every Day by David Levithan, and I'm giving this 4 stars. This is conceptually a very interesting book. If you do not know, in this book we're following a character, A, and they wake up in a different body every day. And we start the story the day that A lands in this body and does something they've never done before by making a connection with another person that might last beyond that day. So this was interesting and bittersweet and just lovely in lots of ways. I don't think it's my favorite David Levithan book, but it's definitely a really good one, so 4 stars it is. One of my friends made me banana bread. Yay, that's so nice. I'm gonna eat this, nom nom. The update this Saturday morning is that technically red team has already won the 200-meter race, because this morning I woke up and I checked and they were over 17,000 pages while blue team was just over 10,000 pages. Our cutoff was like 15,550 pages. So even if blue team gets past that mark or even surpasses red team at this point, red team has won because the prompt was fastest. So red team victory, but everyone's smashing it regardless. So yay. Well, I would like to read some more this weekend before the 200-meter race is up. So we'll see if I smash it too, but that's the goal. Why, hello there. It's Saturday afternoon and I just finished reading The Final Gambit, which I'm giving 3.5 stars. So yeah, it was one of my favorites of the series. Also, I thought that I was going to be finished this series afterwards, and it turns out that there's another book in this series like that's related to all the books that's supposed to come out this month. So, you know, I just put that I was caught up on the series in my spreadsheet, which is a little, you know, but whatever. I hope my library gets that new book. We'll see though. In this series, we're following this girl, Avery, and she gets bequeathed a fortune from a total stranger, and we're kind of just spending the whole series finding out why. And it's full of puzzles and mysteries, and it's a fun time. I just don't really connect with the characters in the series, but like I enjoy it for what it is. So glad to be caught up with that. Hooray. Hello, it's Sunday and I have things to share with you. I finished 2 books since speaking to you last. One was an audiobook that I've been listening to fall asleep, and I finally finished it yesterday, and that is The Hand on the Wall by Maureen Johnson, which is the 3rd book in the Truly Devious series. I'm giving this one 4 stars. I liked it better than the 2nd book, and we got some resolutions that I really appreciated. I especially appreciated the extra twist we got at the end. If you did not know, Truly Devious is this mystery series set at a boarding school. Huzzah, that's my description of it. It's just a fun, funky, good time. And then this morning, I finally finished reading Eli by Bill Myers, which is like kind of an alternate history book where our main character gets into a car crash and then kind of goes into this parallel universe where, and stick with me here, Jesus did not appear 2,000 years ago, but instead comes in like present day. And so this was the take on like, what would that experience be like now? And it was not everything that I wanted to be. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. There were some things that were really creative and that I really appreciated, and I love for my sci-fi to have that like theological twist. This was a very direct and like blatant theological conversation, but regardless, I still found it interesting in concept, but I didn't love exactly how it played out. So yeah, that's on that book. And that's probably going to be the last book that I read for this vlog, but I will come in and fill you in on some stats and stuff at the end of the 200-meter race. Why, hello there. It is Monday morning, and that means that the 200-meter race is officially over, and we have gone ahead and declared a winner to everyone. And so obviously, as I told you earlier in this vlog, red team won, and we have some interesting stats to look at for the end of it. So basically, red team submitted from 154 books. That does not mean they read an entirety of 154 books. We just had you submit whatever pages you read from a given book during the event, but they submitted from 154 for a total of 30,849.5 pages, which means they nearly doubled the goal. They almost made it a 400-meter race. For pages per person, red team read about 907 pages per person, and per book they submitted, it was about 200 pages. I should also mention that out of the 154 books, 102 of them were read in their entirety. From blue team, they read from 120 books, with 83 of them being read in their entirety during the course of the 200-meter race. They read 25,985 pages as a team, so about 5,000 pages less, but they also nearly doubled, which is crazy. They read a total of about 787 pages per person, with 216 per book that they submitted on average. Did I mention that 83 of those were read in their entirety? So yeah, those were our stats. I'm amazed by how much everybody read. So yeah, that's a wrap on the 200-meter race. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. Did you participate in the 200-meter race? And subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye!